What made a child psychologist realize they recommended custody to the wrong parent? I've conducted custody evaluations for 15 years, and I thought I could spot a liar from across the room. But the Stefan case proved me completely wrong. When 6-year-old Jasmine flinched at the mention of her father's name, when 8-year-old Noah refused to make eye contact during supervised visits, when both children begged through tears not to see their dad, I believed them without question. Children don't lie about fear. That's what I'd always been taught. Nikki Stefan sat across from me in my office, calm and collected, with 3 notebooks documenting her ex-husband Morgan's alleged abuse, dates, times, witnesses. She'd taken the children to 3 different therapists who all noted concerning behaviors. Morgan yells until the walls shake, she explained softly. He locks Jasmine in closets, makes them stand in corners for hours without food. I'm terrified for them. When I met the children, Jasmine's testimony broke my heart. Daddy scares me, she whispered, tears streaming. He locked me in the dark closet when I was bad. I couldn't get out. I felt so scared and alone. Noah, more composed, described systematic psychological abuse. Dad makes us stand facing the wall for extended periods as punishment. Sometimes we miss dinner entirely. Mom protects us now. Their words were so specific, so emotionally raw. I had no doubt they were telling the truth. Then I met Morgan Stefan, and everything about him screamed guilty. He couldn't maintain eye contact. When I asked about the allegations, he paused for impossibly long stretches before answering. Did you lock Jasmine in a closet? Long, uncomfortable silence. His face went pale. No, I would never. Why are you pausing? Because I don't know how to defend myself against things that didn't happen. Every word I say gets twisted. Sure, that's what they all say. I scheduled multiple sessions with each family member, building my case. During my second session with the children, I asked Jasmine to describe the closet again. Daddy put me in the dark closet and I couldn't get out and I felt scared and alone and I didn't know if anyone would ever find me. The exact same words, same phrasing. I dismissed it. Traumatized children often repeat their stories. Then Noah described punishments. Dad made us stand facing the wall for extended periods as a form of psychological punishment designed to break our spirits. I stopped writing. Extended periods, psychological punishment, too articulate for an 8-year-old. Noah, where did you learn those words? His eyes flickered with panic. Mom helped me understand. She has books. During my third session with Morgan, he looked desperate. When Jasmine described the closet, did she say scared and alone? Those exact words? I froze. Why? Because Nikki has been making them practice. I heard her drilling Noah on phrases. She's been preparing for months. I didn't believe him, but something nagged at me. For my final evaluation, I visited Nikki's house. In her living room, I noticed the bookshelf, recognizing child abuse, trauma in children, testifying about abuse. I pulled one out. The margins were filled with notes. Jasmine, use this phrase. Noah, practice this delivery. My hands shook. In Jasmine's room, I found scripts in adult handwriting. When Dr. Hopkins asks about the closet, say you felt scared and alone. Both words. In Noah's room, use extended periods and psychological punishment. These sound credible. This wasn't a concerned mother. This was a director coaching actors. I called Morgan. For the first time, he spoke without hesitation. The pauses had been fear. Every single thing I've done that made me look guilty, he said, was because I was terrified of looking guilty. It's a loop you can't escape. I requested an emergency hearing with Judge Dalton. I spread the evidence across the table, practice sheets, annotated books, scripts. Your Honor, I was wrong. The children were systematically coached to fabricate abuse allegations. I played recordings showing identical phrases across sessions. Jasmine repeated her story word for word 3 times. That's not trauma. That's performance. Nikki flushed. I was helping them. You were training them. I found scripts you wrote with stage directions. You weaponized your children. Mr. Stefan's behavior wasn't evasive. It was traumatized. I mistook his trauma for deception. Mrs. Stefan, explain yourself, Judge Dalton said coldly. Nikki's composure shattered. He worked too much. I deserved custody. So you invented abuse? I helped them understand. You coached them to lie under oath. Judge Dalton's voice was ice. Full custody to Morgan Stefan immediately. Nikki Stefan's visitation suspended pending criminal investigation. As bailiffs escorted Nikki out, she glared at me. You were supposed to believe the children. 6 months later, Morgan wrote that the children were in intensive therapy, slowly learning to separate their mother's coached narratives from reality. Jasmine was smiling again. Noah was using his own words instead of scripts. You saved us before it became permanent, he wrote. I've evaluated hundreds of cases since, but this one changed everything. I listen for scripted language that's too perfect. I watch for coached responses. Nikki Stefan was convicted. The children are healing. And I had to realize that sometimes the most convincing evidence is the most carefully fabricated lie.